जीत को
2 nights in a row.
करबो लड़बो जीतबो रे, ये कहानी रही है आज। शुरुआत करेंगे, वेलकम बैक भी नहीं करना मेरे को तो आज। आप वेलकम ही वेलकम है। केकेआर का बोलबाला है, टेबल टॉपर केकेआर, ऑरेंज कैप होल्डर
अच्छा,
रसल।
टेबल टॉपर में तो ख्याल ही नहीं किया। अच्छा अच्छा,
ऑरेंज कैप होल्डर रसल, पर्पल कैप होल्डर उमेश यादव। सो पहले जाते हैं जॉयदीप के पास।
टी
Joydeep
मुझे
is in joy right now.
I'm in the
विद
city
पर्पल
of
टी शर्ट
joy
ऑन
with purple t-shirt on.
उस
And
दिन तो पहना नहीं था when KKR lost to RCB.
कभी कभी कुछ जीतने के लिए कुछ हारना भी पड़ता है।
चलो आप बाजीगर को बोलने दीजिए, थोड़े खुशी का एहसास थोड़े एक्सप्रेस करने दीजिए।
Exactly. See, I honestly thought that ठीक है, बैटिंग तो ठीक हुआ नहीं पंजाब का, but I honestly thought that when they had KKR reeling at 4 wickets down, बहुत defensive डाला to Russell. I really thought so because Russell takes his chances. He's always been like that. He's not a guy who will come and play percentage cricket. If it's his day, he'll murder anybody. But today, the way the ball was coming out of Rahul Chah's hand, I actually thought, Rimaji, I want your opinion on this because you're a leg spinner. With the wicket, the first time we saw a slightly bare wicket, the ball was turning today. It was not coming out of the bat. Even Sunil Narayan's quicker ones were moving in and out. Then there was a bit of juice in for the spinners also. There, the Rahul Chah, the way he was bowling, the way he got Shreyas Iyer out, he had given in 2 overs, 3 runs and got 2 wickets. But the moment he got Russell, he was bowling faster run, ek run. He could have, and one ball in the last ball of his spell, he actually tossed up to Russell. Russell went to hit it, went one bounce to short third. तो मुझे लग रहा था because it was, if they had scored 170, 180, then this would be the right ploy. But when you have a little, you have about 80 runs to go, and you have to get Russell out to win the game. Not much batting after this. Sunil Narayan is lethal at the top, and the middle and in the back end, he's not done a lot. And after that, it's Shivam Mavi and Umesh Yadav. So and Saudi. So there's not a lot of batting to come. 30-35 run रहता would have been a game. But I really thought that when the ball is coming out of your hand so well, you can attack because it's a chance. देखिए ऐसे भी हार गए, लेकिन अगर आउट कर देते तो you would have been in the game.
ओ विकेट लेना एक ऑप्शन था अगर आपको मैच में वापस आना था। मैं बिल्कुल एग्री करती हूँ आपसे कि जब आप स्पेशली लेग स्पिनर हैं और आपका उस दिन है, आपका रिदम अच्छा आ रहा है, आपका रिलीज अच्छा हो रहा है, जो कि हो भी रहा था जैसे आपने कहा, और आप अगर टॉस अप करते तो शायद वो क्रॉस मारने जाते, वो मिड ऑन के ऊपर से जो मारने जाते हैं उसमें वो बॉल खड़ा हो
100%
सकता था, जैसे जैसे श्रेयस अय्यर को उन्होंने किया।
रीमा जी 100% मारता because उनका गेम प्लान ही वो है. He is not a guy, I've seen a lot of him, I've been with the team. He's not a guy who will play too long on, off the front foot, off the back foot. He will cut you, he will pull you and take a single. But off the front foot, he doesn't. His left leg goes outside leg stump, so he cannot play a leg spinner to long off, to cover, to extra cover. He cannot do that. अगर full है, he will go for it. एक आधा डिफेंस कर लेगा, तीसरा या चौथा तो मारेगा ही. So that's why your chance was, because इतना अच्छा निकल रहा था, पिच पे हेल्प था, तो I thought they missed a trick there.
बिल्कुल, और टर्न भी देखने को मिल रहा था। लेकिन एक बार आते हैं यादव जी पे वापस। प्रांतिक को मैं जरूर मिस कर रही हूँ। वेदा, यादव का वो स्पेल फर्स्ट ऑक्शन में अनसोल्ड गए थे, उसके बाद आज 4 विकेट, और इनके मैं अगर स्पेल की बात करूं अभी तक जो 3 मैचेस खेले हैं उसमें 4 ओवर 20 रन 2 विकेट, 4 ओवर 16 रन 2 विकेट, 4 ओवर 34 रन 4 विकेट। यानी कि विकेट का कॉलम तो भरा ही हुआ है, इसलिए पर्पल कैप होल्डर भी बन चुके हैं। लेकिन जो रन्स वो दे रहे हैं ना, उस पे इकोनॉमी रेट देखिए। उमेश यादव स्विंग देखने को मिल रहा है, और जिस तरीके से उन्होंने ट्रैप किया मयंक अग्रवाल को, आउट स्विंग आउट स्विंग
Terrible
आउट
shot
स्विंग,
also though.
देन ऑल ऑफ अ सडन इन स्विंग, टेरिबल शॉट आल्सो, वो भी इंक्लूड कर दीजिए बेटा।
Terrible shot also. Terrible shot also. You say Veda,
Yeah.
terrible shot under the circumstances. For somebody who's
Yeah.
an India opener,
I mean,
terrible
India
shot.
opener, someone who's playing Test cricket, I think it's
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean by
watch.
that's what I meant by India opener.
Yeah, like
he's
if
there.
someone is playing just T20 cricket, you could expect they're trying a lot of things. But being a Test opener, I feel like I don't really know, but my analysis is I feel that maybe captaincy has got to him. He's trying too many things for one particular ball. It looked
I
like
totally agree. In the captaincy also, Veda.
yeah, it looked like a pretty predetermined shot, which we usually don't. We have not seen him play shots like this. And in both the occasion, even when he played RCB, even when he played today, it was first over of the game. Now we've kind of understood the template, how the game's gonna be. Like bowling first, the seamers as helps in the wicket. It's not like you're thrown into the game like first game of the tournament. You don't know what is expecting. You have like runs in mind. You need to like strike at 120, 130, make use of the power play. But we've realized if you play out first couple of overs and you try to spend enough time in there, you can actually make it big. So after like we've already played around 5-6 games, and I think by now the players, especially the openers, need to understand that what exactly the fast bowlers are doing and what Umesh Yadav has been doing. It's his third game. Obviously, like they must have sat and watched what he's doing. He's very lethal when the ball is swinging. We've seen a lot of time. Last time when he played in the IPL, he played for RCB. He leaked a lot of runs through his legs because he's trying to swing it from the middle stump or from the leg stump, and it was not happening. But now condition is perfect for him. It's like proper test match bowling, and he's very good when it comes to those kind of things. But I feel like there's something that someone needs to speak to Mayank about it. Uh, Earlier, it's different opening partner. KL used to bat with him. There was a different camaraderie between them. But Shikhar also is someone who is very similar to KL Rahul. I feel like what KL had a role in the Punjab Kings, like play out the power play and explode in the end. And that's what Shikhar Dhawan does as well. He's someone who plays longer innings, and I think Mayank still should, be the aggressor, what he used to do with KL Rahul, like try and make use of the power play, but he cannot play two shots at one ball. He cannot decide what is going to happen previously. You've played dot
Yes, I
ball,
agree.
wait till
Yeah.
the end, what is going to happen. Play out a couple of balls. You have enough experience. Captaincy is thrown at him. There is a added responsibility as well. He cannot look like this on the field if he needs to carry his team
True.
around, rally his
And
team
also,
around. What I feel.
and also Umesh in such rich vein of form, you have to play him with a bit of respect. That shot had no respect on it. That seemed like
Exactly.
Venkatesh
All
Iyer was
over
bowling
it.
like that.
All
So
over it.
when
And
somebody is there, yeah, all over it, yeah. So when
yeah,
somebody is the main bowler, rich vein of form, he's the guy you don't want to give wicket to, and then you play a shot like that. I can understand you play forward, really good outswinger like Virat got out or Fab got out. I can still understand. But this one to a Midland off stump ball playing across to mid wicket, I mean, he just gave it away. And I agree. I don't know if it's the captaincy or not. I would not in a position to say that, but it is definitely he's not. And KL was the senior player, everything. He did the bulk of the scoring, so Mayank could go and play his bit. But now with captaincy and with responsibility, it's showing. It's
and
not easy.
moreover, I
Hmm.
feel it kind of sets the template as well. Like for someone walking in, if your captain is getting out that way, it kind
Mm.
of puts a doubt in your head. Like is it is it something that there's a lot happening on the wicket? Am I not getting something, or I'm not understanding what's happening? It looks like a deadly wicket. To be honest, that ball actually was a straight ball. There was
Straight one,
absolutely
yeah.
nothing in it. So that kind of puts in a doubt for a batter coming in. Not that it
Mm.
mattered much to Rajapaksa, the kind of innings he played. Maybe that's the role given to him, like make use of the power play. But I think this is something they need to address, considering KKR had such a inexperienced bowling attack, because it was only Sunil Narayan and Chakravarti with that 8 over. Tim Saudi obviously comes in with a lot of experience, but he leaks a lot of runs, especially when he bowls in the death over. And then it was Shivam Mavi and Venkatesh Iyer, Russell coming in. They literally didn't have anybody to bowl the
Yeah,
last couple of overs. So they had good 3 overs or 4 overs where they could have cashed in and scored about 50,
I
55
agree.
runs had
I agree.
they survived, and if there was wickets in hand.
Yeah, I agree.
Hmm. आई फील ही इज ट्राइंग टू हार्ड मयंक अग्रवाल, चाहे वो कैप्टेंसी हो
Possible.
चाहे वो बैटिंग हो। लेकिन दूसरी साइड पे जाएं जरा, सिक्के के दूसरा पहलू भी है यहाँ पे। श्रेयस अय्यर की कैप्टेंसी डोमिनेट करते हुए वो नजर आ रहे हैं, और आज जो उनके मूव थे पहले ओवर में उमेश यादव ने डेफिनेटली सेटअप किया था, वो विकेट लिया मयंक अग्रवाल का, लेकिन उसके बाद 9th ओवर में मयंक अग्रवाल माफ कीजिएगा इसको उमेश यादव को वो लेके आए, लिविंगस्टोन की जो विकेट लिया उन्होंने, वो सेटअप कर रहे थे, वो फिर टीम सऊदी
Yeah.
को लेके आए। ये कैप्टेंसी जो थी ना, ये कैलकुलेटिव थी काफी, कौन से
Yeah.
बैटर के सामने आपको इस बॉलर को लेके आना है, कब आपको
Yeah.
कौन से बॉलर को यूज करना है, प्लानिंग थी और एग्जीक्यूशन उससे भी अच्छा है जयदीप।
Gee, very impressed with his captaincy, because see, sometimes all these moves also have to pay off.
Yeah.
Sometimes when it doesn't pay off, it looks like, but when things are going well for you, they pay off. The moment he got Umesh back for Livingston, got caught at long off. Uske baad ek other wicket le liya. So everybody was like, my God, what captaincy, what captaincy. So captaincy is all about what happens after you do the moves that you do. But I'm a little disappointed with his shot making. Today was a day where there was no hurry. Venkatesh Iyer also. KKR's batting, there was no reason to hit the ball up in the air, and then he's looking up at the sky. If you've got a point, two covers and a mid-off, you keep hitting the ball up in the air, one or the other ball will go to the fielder. That's possible. It's not that only one guy was there. There are four guys there.
Yeah.
So,
इसमें हम
the gap.
इंटेंट जॉयदीप, इसमें इंटेंट कहीं पे आपको लग रहा है कि सिमिलर थी पंजाब और केकेआर की अटैक द बॉलर्स नो मैटर व्हाट?
नहीं, मुझे लग रहा है Venkatesh Iyer is trying to show what brand of cricket he can play, and he has played like that. But at the end of the day, Venkatesh Iyer has only had one half really good IPL.
Yeah.
We sometimes feel that he's not a two-season, he's not a Nitish Rana yet.
Yeah.
And his ascent to Indian cricket has been very quick because of his ability to bowl and how well he was. Now, I think he's kind of stuck between the rock and the hard place because he's opening here, he's batting in the middle order for India, then he
True.
went to middle order for
Very
MP, now
valid
he's
point.
come back here. Yeah, so unko pata nahi. And the skills, we've all played cricket, we know the skills are totally different. When he bat at the top of the order, this after the power play would have been one run because the sweeper's back. But abhi haath mein chala gaya. So I just felt that with Shreyas Iyer also, I think the shot he played, we saw that there was one guy who was looking, a left-arm spinner का release उतना अच्छा नहीं है. He's basically he just pushes the ball in. एक bowler था, मुझे लग रहा था कभी भी विकेट सकते हैं, वो था राहुल चहर. और उसको इतना बड़ा शॉट खेल के across the line जहां पर टर्न हो रहा है, तुम कवर के ऊपर से मारने गया, लॉन्ग ऑफ के ऊपर से मारने गया, I can understand. But this was not a pitch to play across, and neither was the heap of runs in front of you. So that is a little disappointing. I'm sure he'll know this a lot better than me. But at the moment, if they had lost this game, we'd all blame Shreyas Iyer for it. And they could have lost this game. It was in the balance. Russell out हो जाता, ये मैच हार जाती, इनके बस के बात नहीं होती पीछे वाले को 70 रन बनाने.
बिल्कुल वो मैच विनिंग नॉक खेले वेदा, लेकिन श्रेयस के अगेंस्ट कोई भी होता है वो लेग स्पिनर लेके आ रहा है और वो लगातार आउट भी हो रहे हैं. राहुल चार ने पहले भी उनको आउट कई बार किया है, तो कहीं ना कहीं दूसरे टीम्स भी ये चीज रीड कर सकते हैं और ये एक पैतरा अपना सकते हैं जैसे श्रेयस अय्यर है. और आते ही लगा दीजिए, अगर वो वीक लिंक दिख रहा है तो लगा दीजिए.
See, it's more like matchups. Like you don't really find a lot of mistakes or a lot of or what do you say? What is that word?
Weaknesses.
Weaknesses, yeah. So you don't
always there for you, Veda. Always there for you.
So because you see a lot of top cricketers, obviously they're playing for India. He's playing now for 3 formats. You don't find a lot of them. It was like, in between when Virat was in his prime form, and then suddenly you see a leg spinner getting him out every innings. And this is kind of becoming a template, I feel. As a batter, what happens is, I don't know, it's my personal thing. Like if I am in that situation, if I'm getting out to a certain kind of a bowler, you kind of want to dominate and put it across, saying that I'm not getting out to that thing. So maybe that is one thing he has in his mind as well. Like if he gets away with a couple of shots, he feels like he's dominating that kind of a bowler again. It is kind of an ego also, that you don't want to let your ego down, saying that I'm going to knock it up singles.
I agree. You want to show that this is how I play. It doesn't matter kaun dal raha hai. This is how I play. I'm not going to change my game for anybody. I agree with Veda, 100%.
Because he did get out similar way against RCB as well. He got out to Hasaranga leg spinner. Now today he got out to a leg spinner. Tomorrow if another leg spinner comes in ball, I'm pretty sure he'll still play the same shot. Just
चहल वेट कर रहा होगा कि आरआर के अगेंस्ट आइए यार आइएगा.
It's pretty much simple. I feel like like today's game was so in reach that they didn't have to strike like 10 per over. They could have just knocked around and still finished in 15th over. Like forget about what Russell has done. If top order had sustained and survived for those few hours. I still feel that this is a game where they could have finished in 15, 16 overs, but sometimes I feel they just want to make show it and show that dominance to certain kind of players. If they're getting out to the similar shot, you still want to play it and prove everybody wrong, because they don't want that kind of a template to set in. And eventually, cricket is a big leveler. I feel like until unless he realizes that he needs to find ways so that he doesn't get out to a leg spinner for a couple of games, and then quietly that fades away. If
Yeah,
he
that's a
keeps
great point. Great
if he
point.
keeps continuing doing that, and I'm pretty sure he's going to fail a lot of time, because that's how cricket is. You cannot just say that I'm going to go and smash someone for a six. They still are picking up a lot of things. So I feel if he survives another couple of games not getting out to a leg spinner, it kind of should give him confidence going forward.
Rimaji, I have a question for you. You keep asking us questions. I have a question for you. Who
Please.
are your two best leg spinners that you see in the Indian Premier League? Indian leg spinners.
Right now,
For me,
Chahal,
it's
number
Chahal.
one.
Yeah, Chahal, and it's Rahul Chahal. I love the way उसके हाथ से ball निकलता है, because he's such a quick arm action, can still bowl
Hmm,
slowly, can still get perches out of the wicket, something that Bishnoi doesn't. बिश्नोई का
hmm.
वो एंगल है और वो गुगली है, ठीक है, लेकिन इतना जोर से डाल के भी to be able to get leg spin, that one ball he bowled to Russell when
Turn.
Russell was batting on 40, turned and he was looking like, where did that come from?
Hmm.
So that's a special ability. That's a special ability, Rimaji, to be able to bowl that quick and yet to be able to get a turn. A lot of body and all that. So I'm sure you enjoyed. मुझे ये दोनों बहुत बराबर लगता है. Different bowlers. One is a little toss it up in the air and with the guile like Yuzi is. He'll put it up and he'll dip the ball and drift and all that. This guy will just rip it. Like that.
Yeah, if
Awesome
he
to
Especially वो
see.
टर्न भी
did
परचेज
well
करते
also,
हैं.
I'm pretty sure he would have bowled, tossed the ball up wide outside off stump, tried to, tease
Yeah,
Russell, hit him over mid
yeah.
wicket, and he would have kind of worked around it, because like he won't smash it over covers or long off as much. His arc is mid wicket and mid on, and
Whether
that
the
is
two highest wicket, whether the two highest wicket takers for India are Amit Mishra and Piyush Chawla, both are leg spinners, because
yeah.
we know what they can
Hmm.
do in the history. I mean, I'm talking about the spinners, because the leg spinner का अगर leg spin turn होगा, फिर you're dangerous. अगर leg spin turn नहीं होगा, then you kind of become predictable.
Yeah.
विदे एक क्वेश्चन, मैं जैसे जॉदीप ने बात की थी अय्यर की, आपने भी डोमेस्टिक में कई बार ओपन का भी ट्राई किया था, बीच में आपको कराया गया था इंडिया टीम में भी. बेसिकली आप मिडिल ऑर्डर हो. क्या अय्यर को थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट हो रहा है फेस करना, क्योंकि काफी टाइम से इंडिया के लिए अभी जैसे सीरीज खेल के आए थे तो मिडिल ऑर्डर में फिनिशर का रोल कर रहे थे, लेकिन ऑल ऑफ अ सडन आते हैं अपने आईपीएल के लिए वो ओपन करते हैं, तो अब वो शायद उनके माइंड में वो प्ले कर रहे हैं.
See, it kind of plays in your head, because as an opener, you have everybody inside. You don't have that much of gap. As a middle order, what you have is you see a lot of gaps. There's a lot of singles at offer, and the boundaries what you hit is different angles. Like in power play, you just have to beat the infield. But when you're playing middle order, you need to get the angles right to get boundaries. So I feel he's kind of caught off in the head, because we know for the fact that he got selected in the Indian team because Hardik was not fit. So that factor also might
Hmm.
be playing in his head, that he needs to really perform to hold his place. There's T20 World Cup coming up.
Now
He
that
has
Hardik is back.
Now that
Now
Hardik
that
is
Hardik is
back
back.
and
Yeah.
he's
Add
bowling
on pressure.
and we
Very
know
good point. Very good point.
how effective Hardik is, because he's a
So
proven match.
before he was a replacement, now he's a competitor.
Exactly, he's a proven match winner. Like
Yeah.
at any day, if both of them are fit, I'm pretty sure the captain would lean towards Hardik Pandya more
Yeah.
than Venkatesh Iyer, because of the fact that he's won or he's played a lot of innings where he single-handedly turned it out. And Venkatesh Iyer has still not got that opportunity. Though he's played in the middle order, he's not scored big. He's not scored in such a way where you would say like, okay, he's the guy. So that is something maybe he's playing in his head also. He's kind of
And also his
confused.
bowling is Hardik's bowling
Yeah,
is a
yeah.
lot ahead.
Hardik bowls at 140 plus in
Yeah.
on given days, and he's quick and he's effective. So Venkatesh Iyer obviously is a much slower bowler than him.
और
Um,
अय्यर का वेदा पिछली बार जैसे जॉदीप ने कहा था केवल हाफ सेकंड हाफ ही खेले थे, तब उनके बारे में इतना सबको पता नहीं था, लेकिन अब सबको पता है. तो सेकंड सीजन जो होता है ना हमेशा डिफिकल्ट होता है, चाहे वो कोई भी प्लेयर हो.
True, I completely agree to it, and like he said, because of the special ability he has, not as Indians we do not produce a lot of cricketers who bowl medium pace and bat as well. We have a lot of spinning all rounders, and then we have a lot of batting all rounders who can come and chip in with a couple of overs. But they are all spinners. We don't have this Hardik Pandya breed, what you would call. So Hardik Pandya was the first one who actually got it after a very long time, and before him it
Hmm.
was Stuart Binney, and I don't know, I don't even remember who it was before Stuart Binney. So that
Robin
kind,
Singh, before you were
yeah,
born with us, nobody.
yeah, I was too young when he I don't know. So like that is kind of a template, and that is something which everybody wants. If you see Australia, they have Mitch Marsh, they have Stoinis who can come and bowl in. Then if you see West Indies, then there's Pollard who comes and does the similar job. There's every team has those kind of thing, and Ben Stokes who does for the England team.
Jimmy Neesham, Ben Stokes, yeah,
Miniature.
everybody. Yeah,
So every team has someone like that, because that is
yeah,
what you need. You need a third seamer or a fourth
yeah.
seamer who can come and chip in with a couple of overs and come and just launch in the end. And that is something Hardik Pandya has done really well throughout, maybe either for Mumbai Indians or for the Indian team. So that also might be playing psychologically in his head, like Joyda said, that he's only had a half IPL and he only got elevated into the Indian team because of his ability, and there's no competition. The
True,
only
true.
competition was Hardik Pandya and who was not fit. So the
See,
minute
also
he,
as an
he
all-rounder, as an all-rounder, you have to win the game either with bat or ball.
yeah,
That's an
exactly.
all-rounder.
Yeah,
It's
Hmm.
so Saurav Ganguly is not an all-rounder. He's a batsman who could bowl.
yeah,
Okay, so Sachin wasn't an all-rounder, but all-rounders are Kapil Dev, Manoj Prabhakar, who would actually with bat he's got hundreds for India, and with ball he's got 5 wickets for India. So that
Hmm.
is what. So what Veda's point is a very vital one. So once you have somebody with special ability, and then now you're saying my bowling is okay, my batting I got to do more than what I was
yeah,
doing before.
yeah.
Very, very, very good point.
And another point is, like, even if you go, you could go with two all rounders, and the second all rounder is the spinning all rounder, who's Ravindra Jadeja, who kind of is
Mm.
like
Fully
likely to,
dimensional player.
yeah, likely to be in all squad for the next couple of years, maybe, until unless if something happens and he's not fit. And then the other spot is Hardik Pandya's, actually, to be honest. And there is competition. We saw Vijay Shankar coming in when Hardik was not fit. We saw Venkatesh Iyer coming when Hardik is not fit. The minute Hardik is fit, that kind of gets
He's
slotted,
special,
and he
special.
gets slotted very easily to it. So that, I think, maybe is playing a lot in his head, that he doesn't really know what needs to be done for him to retain the place in the Indian squad.
इस मैच का लास्ट क्वेश्चन पे बात करते हैं। एक बैटल आज चल रहा था, स्मिथ वर्सेस रसल। रसल ने 30 रन मारे उस ओवर में स्मिथ के, और स्मिथ के आइडल जो हैं वो रसल हैं। उस बैटल को कितना एन्जॉय किया? और मैं अगर स्मिथ के आपको 2 मैचेस के एनालिस्ट बता दूँ, स्पेल 6 ओवर 91 रन्स एंड 1 विकेट। जयदीप?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I think both from Jamaica, he must have said, "I'm still the boss in Jamaica." But
हाँ,
but
बॉस
but
विल बी
but
बॉस।
Goal
but
of इन पे ले
मुझे
लिया
लग रहा
होगा.
था उनका bowling जो है, it's T20 में इनको डालना is a different ball game. I used to do sidearm to Russell. It's a funny one in between. So I used to first
I'm
do square
happy you're
catch.
still alive, Joyda.
Yeah, exactly. So I used to first do the short ball, cut and pull, because
Yeah,
that's not coming back to me. So
yeah.
everything was short and pull. After that, he'd say, "Bro, full. I want to hit it there." And I'm like, "Oh my God." I've got my LIC. I'm telling my family my LIC policy numbers and all that. Something happens to me, they should know what my policy numbers are and all that. So first I was start with the cut and the pull, and I'm quite safe. Then he said, "I've had a few of these. Now I want to hit it straight, and I have to go full to him." But having said that, see, the only worry I have with KKR is with their batting is, for me, it's too one-dimensional. Everybody's trying to bat at 150. So you need somebody like a Gautam Gambhir who would bat through the innings. Sam Billings brings a bit of stability to this batting. Otherwise, everybody else you look at, they're all going hammer and tongs. Now, even a
Hmm,
total like today, they could have lost. It was one special innings from Russell that took it away. Special innings won't happen 14 games. It'll
एवरी डे,
happen
yep.
4 games, 5 games, and everybody has to play a one special innings for KKR to win. But
Yeah.
if you look at the best teams, there's stability. There's Rohit Sharma, there's Surya. They're in control of what's going on. You know, so Nitish Rana and all with so much of ability, you have to, every time I see Nitish Rana, I feel in so much of a hurry. He'll get 13 ball 21 and get out.
Yeah.
But when you're chasing 180, 190, or when you're setting a target of 180, 190, 13 ball 21 won't get you there.
Yeah.
If five guys get 13 ball 21, you're not there. So you need somebody to bat 45 balls and get 65, and the others can get 13 balls 29, and then we can be somewhere. So this batting is something that KKR needs to worry about.
सो हम जब जीतते हैं ना तो हमारी गलतियां छुप जाती है, लेकिन हारते हैं तो सारी
True,
गलतियां
true,
सामने
true,
आती है।
true,
लेकिन
true.
इसीलिए देखेंगे पंजाब का जो मैच है ना नेक्स्ट है वो है सीएसके के साथ, जो थर्ड को खेला जाएगा। तो क्या पंजाब अपनी गलतियों से सीखेगा? क्या इंटेंट में थोड़ा बैलेंस लेके आएगा?
Rima ji, who are you supporting in that game, if I may please?
सीएसके एनी डे।
अच्छा,
मेरा
रेड
जो
टी-शर्ट
हार्ट है ना, मैं
पंजाबी
नॉर्मली ना हार्ट मेरा रेड नहीं है, येलो है।
ये तो चलो ठीक।
उसमें तो दो राय नहीं है ना, तो मैं आने वाली हूँ उस पे। कोलकाता अपना नेक्स्ट मैच खेलेगी 6 को, जो खेला जाएगा मुंबई के साथ। तो गलतियों से सीखेंगे तो आगे जीतेंगे। लेकिन कल डबल हेडर है, कल जरा तैयारी से आना, क्योंकि जो हमारा शो होगा ना, प्री शो, वो होगा 3 बजे। पहला मैच होगा मुंबई वर्सेस आरआर। वेदा, किसको सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं फर्स्ट मैच में?
RR.
कल आरआर की टी शर्ट पहन के मिलते हैं। वेदा, जॉयदीप।
if Veda says
Joydeep is gone.
बैंटर कैसे चलेगा नहीं तो?
आप स्टक हो गए थे, आप हम वापस सुनना चाहेंगे किसको सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं। Joydeep, can you hear me?
I think his earbuds is dead.
Yeah. No. So basically, if Veda says RR, and you always ask her first, so I get the second pick. So
Ladies
I'll have to
first,
say
मैं तो
Mumbai.
बचपन से सीखते
Always.
आई हूँ।
Actually, you know what? There is a thing in Bangalore for all RCBians. It's like if you are a true RCB fan, you can never support Mumbai. So the Mumbai Indians
Wow.
team is like,
Whoa.
Achha,
it's
if you're a true
that kind of a
RCBian,
rivalry we have.
if you're a true RCBian, who can you support?
No,
Besides RCB, of course.
I'm saying that like we have this
Depends
club
upon the
rivalry.
equation. ये लोग क्वालिफाई कर रहे हैं, नहीं कर रहे, ऊपर जा रहे हैं, नहीं जा रहे, किसके हारने से फायदा हो रहा है।
Mumbai plays against any team, I'm not supporting Mumbai.
Achha, if
Like
Veda
that.
says RR, I am saying Mumbai.
Rivalry what we
Surya
have.
Kumar
Okay,
Yadav is back. My favorite player,
Yes.
Surya Kumar Yadav is
Surya
back.
Kumar Yadav is
Mumbai.
back.
Mumbai.
He is my favorite too, but I'll go with RR, क्योंकि बहुत बैलेंस टीम है, बैटिंग अच्छी है, बॉलिंग अच्छी है, ताबड़तोड़ नजर आएगा। सेकंड मैच पहले डबल हेडर में, पहले जॉयदीप आपके पास आती हूँ। गुजरात टाइटंस वर्सेस दिल्ली कैपिटल्स।
Delhi Capitals.
सुपर। चेस।
Gujarat Titans.
What, Veda?
Just because I said Delhi.
नेक्स्ट टाइम मैंने पूछना नहीं, मैंने अपना देके निकल जाना है।
After 2 evenings post show have gone my way, I will pray that it goes Veda's way. Otherwise, day after tomorrow she'll eat us up.
No, until and unless RCB's match is happening, I really don't care who wins or who loses. But I'm only bothered about
इनका आरसीबी पे आईपीएल शुरू होता है जयदीप, और आरसीबी पे खत्म होता है। कहीं आईपीएल केकेआर से शुरू होगा, केकेआर पे खत्म होगा, लेकिन हम दिल्ली के लिए भी चेयर करेंगे, सीएसके के लिए भी चेयर करेंगे। ये बैटल ऑन रहेगा, ये बिहाइंड द सीन बैटल ऑन रहेगा। मिलेंगे कल 3 बजे, कल डबल हेडर है, भूलिएगा मत प्री शो पे। टिल देन टेक केयर, बाय बाय।
See you.
Thank you. Bye.
Good night.